Hey guys, we are starting to see some signs of this market rebounding. On this month's episode, I'm breaking down all the stats. Here we go. All right guys, I want to start off with our stats over these last 30 days. This gives us a perfect example of kind of where we are today. So first and foremost, over the last 30 days, we've had just over 2,500 homes come on the market, with 960 homes actually not sell and be pulled from the market, with 2,060 homes actually closing escrow, completely removed from the market, and 1,700 homes actually went pending, so went into escrow and taken off the open market. So this is the second that we are starting to see more homes come off the market than actual listings come on. So this is a positive sign of the market balancing out. Some people might say, wait, that's not correct. But if you look here at the graph, we're starting to see the trend, right? And the trend is showing us that buyer demand here in blue, sold homes, staying relatively flat, right? Moving at a, I don't want to say a snail's pace, but probably about half the amount of sales that we typically see across the county, let alone, this is very similar stats across the nation. So kind of chugging along with average sales, say somewhere around the 1,700 to a little bit under 2,000 transactions happening per month. With that, we've seen inventory levels continue to creep up. You saw back in March, April, May, inventory levels continuing to rise, right? New inventory coming on the market. That is starting to dwindle. We felt it a little bit in June, just less properties hitting the market slightly. Started to see that in July as well, and definitely seeing that in August. And I'm assuming we're going to continue that trend. Sure enough, if we look at another graph, it's showing us the same thing, guys. We have new listings starting to dwindle down a little bit. Less people putting their homes on the market. Maybe they're catching on that, hey, homes aren't selling as fast for as much money as they used to, and they don't want to just shoot for the stars and see if they could get a price. They're being maybe a little bit more realistic. So we're seeing that dwindle down a little bit, that new inventory level. Sure enough, interest rates have started to tick back. We're down to average 30-year fixed, probably closer to 6.5. Adjustable rates down at 6. So there's opportunity there, and we're seeing buyers slowly re-enter the market. And we saw that actually last month, where we had a little bit more sales in July, a little bit more here in August than maybe we had back in May and June. So we're starting to see a little bit of an uptick in buyer activity, which is great, which is what we needed. And then sure enough, closed sales kind of chugging along, same amount. The big kicker here that's really shifting our market, guys, is expired listings. So we had over 900 this past month, over 1,000 last month be pulled from the market. So that's really diminishing the amount of available inventory that's on the market, and that's going to really help us kind of even out our market. So we slowly stop seeing values kind of creep down. They haven't adjusted much. Zillow has us at about a 3% depreciation year over year. My stats are showing us more about even. So, I'm thinking we're going to end the year probably around even. And then if we see this trend continue, where we continue to see buyers come back in the market, could potentially see values slowly creep back up. I'm not thinking anything drastic at this point. Market's just chugging along. Interest rates just chugging along. So we should see things kind of balance out from this point. So what do we have to kind of watch out for? What is the drastic event that could trigger our market from going up or down? Well, one of the biggest things is interest rates, guys. A lot of buyers sitting on the sideline waiting for things to be a little bit more affordable before they can jump in. Well, unfortunately, I don't believe there's going to be a drastic swing in interest rates anytime soon. We're most likely going to see September. Everybody's projecting we're going to see the federal rate cut by about 0.25%. That'll adjust rates, a little bit, not significantly. But then come December, everybody's projecting that the Fed will do another rate cut then. That's when we'll probably see rates get back down into that 6% range. And then everybody's projecting slow decreases by the federal rate next year as well, probably once a quarter. So this is going to be a longer, drawn out, slow process of lowering interest rates. But honestly, I think that's all we need. We need consumer confidence to understand that that rates will slowly adjust over time, and that'll cause people to get back in the market, maybe take on a property knowing that they can refinance later. So this is just going to help us kind of light our market back up, have more transactions, more sales happening. So what could affect our market in a negative way? Really the big thing that I'm seeing is unemployment rate. If we start to see the unemployment rate really tick up, which some analysts are projecting a lot of because of AI, if we start to see that tick up, that could really hurt consumer confidence and really see a lot of buyer demand kind of diminish from the market. Personally, I'm not seeing that. We've always adjusted. I think AI is just going to improve the working class, and we're just going to be leveraged and helped by it, and we'll find a way to create more jobs from it. So I'm optimistic about it. I hope you guys are as well. But that's the only thing that anybody's really seeing on the horizon that could negatively impact our market. All right, guys, that's it that I got this month. I'm going to end it right now. Here's my buyer and seller advice for the month of August. First and foremost, buyers out there, look into a 6-1 ARM or a 7-6 ARM. This is an adjustable rate mortgage. Knowing right now, or everybody feeling pretty darn confident that interest rates are coming down in the near future, those adjustable rate mortgages can be a very safe bet and save you, a quarter or 0.5% up front on the mortgage payment. So that's pretty significant. On a $1 million loan, you're adjusting your payment, say $250 to $350. Maybe even a little bit more if you get that 0.5%. So look into those adjustable rate mortgages. I know they have a bad rep, but a lot of finance guys, a lot of very savvy investors, they're using those types of loans. So why shouldn't us consumers be using them as well? For my seller clients out there, focus on the 3 Ps. This is key, guys. We need to focus in on 1, price. That is the most important. You got to be the next to sell, right? Second thing, preparation. You got to get your home looking good. Make sure it shows well. Make sure when people come through, they're blown away. It smells good. It looks good. It's staged. It's fresh paint. It looks amazing. And then the last thing is pictures. Your realtor should make sure that you have the best pictures. And then, of course, there's the X factor, and that's hiring a professional like myself or somebody here on the True Local team that can really make sure that we get every single dime out of your sale, and we do it in a minimal time. So if you guys have any questions, please reach out to myself or anybody here on the True Local team. All right, take care.